Yo, what up, my friends? I don't know what's going on, but my computer is not having a good time today. I don't know what is happening. Something's off. I might have to restart this bad boy. Something's a little bit laggy, but we'll see. I don't know. It might have to do with some of the mods I've installed. Maybe there are too many, but we'll see. I mean, does anybody a little laggy? Well, we'll see. We'll see. Figure it out. Figure it out when we get there. Thank you so much, my friend. How is everyone doing? I updated the mod pack based on the suggestions you guys put in my post I did. I think it was what, like last week or something. And so we can try out some of those things. Oh, the only the intro was laggy. That's weird. All right, maybe I'll play it again later. I don't know. It's been a while since I've streamed and a while since I've turned my computer off, so maybe that has something to do with it. I was thinking we do a little tower raid while we talk about some Minecraft news. I'm good. My day's doing good. I'm doing good, and my day is good. Thank you very much. Whoa, 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 whoa! Flex. I actually forgot the controls to this mod, which is interesting. So last I checked, I made it. Woo! There we go. Are we getting Superman Glimpse gameplay? No, absolutely not. We'll stick to the Batman gameplay I'm doing right now. Woo! Oh man, I really need to add sound to these things. You have no idea. Um, you have no idea how much better some of these things are. I mean, you haven't seen anything. Like in terms of the mod mechanics, you've barely seen anything, but it gets so much better even when like with the amount that you've seen. Just if you add sound, if you only add sound, it's a different experience, you know. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. There we are. I wonder if I can. That's so funny. Oh no, no, no! Come back. Oh, there it is. All right. Yeah, that's fun. Anyway, whoop-ah. There we go. Oh, oops. Anyway, so we'll switch to a Bat Family outfit and oh boy. How many Superman by Fadda questions are you betting on being asked in this stream? I don't know, but I'm not I'm not gonna answer them. I'm not answering any Superman questions. We'll start from now. No Superman questions will be answered for the duration of the stream. Oh, whoops. That's fine. They'll figure it out. They probably have a fire department. I want to check it out after stream. I have no idea what that means. Oh, is my mod on Modrinth? Batman is. The others I haven't gotten around to doing that yet, but I'll do it. I'll get to it eventually. There it is. I was looking for this. Is your Fadda Nigerian? God only knows. Speed Force is so goated. Thank you very much, my friend. How you Fadda? Could you try out Superman against Dagonzilla from Ben's Titans? I will give that a shot at a later time. For now, we will clear the old Kryptonian getup, and we will reactivate our fighting style, which I believe, yeah, we don't have. Give me a second here. Batman config, and we will get. There we go. And we will get to the whole the raid, tower raid. Come on now. I guess. Hold on. Yeah, I'll have to get rid of some Superman stuff that I don't want to spoil. I'll be right back. And I'm back. See that wasn't too hard, huh? Will there ever be a customizability update for Batman by Fadda? There was already, I believe. The Silent Guardian update has as much customizability as I was willing to go for at the time, but there's certainly not as like it's not as much as I could be doing. You know, I'll do more. I'll do more. You'll see like whoa, interesting. Anyway, so I took a couple of stream suggestions from the post. I downloaded Alien Evo. I downloaded the Maltruant thingamajig, the thing. you know, the thing where it's the clockwork and you fight the boss, the clockwork and what have you, right? And what else did I download? I downloaded the comic monsters. So I know, I'm not a huge customizability guy. I know. It's just I'm but one man. You get what I mean? We have, yep, there it is. This is the one. That's the thing I downloaded. Oh, fantastic! We don't even have to. What? I'm sure I'll figure it out. Oh, look at that! Oh, that's so fun. That's so fun. You know, I haven't even seen a tutorial for this. We're just gonna do that. That's number one, number two, and number three, and I believe number four. And then what I also want to do is I'll have the chat give me random side quests. What do we say about that? So the chat will give me random side quests to do. Let me just get my armor and a bunch of food, and we'll figure it out. All right, Fadda, Superman doesn't need to eat under yellow sun. Why hunger drain? Why didn't you make it yet? Because I'm horrible. It's because I'm disgusting, and I'm a mod creator who hasn't done everything always all at once at the same time yesterday. 2 days ago. Sorry, yesterday. What a low standard. That's probably why. Honestly, I was surprised not to see more people in your stream. It's whatever. It comes and goes every once in a while. Sometimes it'll be like 21, or it's never anything crazy. It's like highest possible amount of people is usually around like 50 maybe. Someone said that a customizability update will be released in 2030. I have no idea. But we'll figure it out. So we want. Okay, I'll start with the tower raid so that I have like my mind on autopilot while we answer some, or we talk about some cool Minecraft news. So Fisk Heroes is porting to 1.20.1. Ain't that crazy? Huh? Ain't that fantastic? That's great news for the entire modding community. Where is food? Oh, that's right. So, yeah, people have been waiting on this for almost a decade. Oh yeah. Look it up. It went like somewhat viral. I assume it didn't go like viral. Maybe it was just flooding my feed because a surprising amount of people didn't know. You get, but it was flooding my feed. So I assume it's just my algorithm because I am a Minecraft YouTuber to an extent, I guess. So it would, I guess that would make sense to like flood my algorithm because Fisk is huge Minecraft news. Anyway, let's see here. I heard Fisk was making a new Spider-Man mod. I have no idea. I have no idea if it's Spider-Man or just a thing. But look, from the sneak peek we did get, all right, because this thing just showed up on my social media out of nowhere, and I was like, oh, that's just Fisk, and then I was like, whoa, that wasn't in the old mod, and then I saw the caption, it read Neoforge something or other. No, not 1.20.1. It's like for newer versions, but I'm unsure which ones exactly, to be completely transparent with you. But either way, it's good news. I mean, it's Fisk, right? So like whatever version he chooses, there's that level of influence where people will just play that version because his mod is on it. But regardless of whether it's Fisk Heroes or a Spider-Man mod exclusively, I think one thing we can agree on, man. I think you guys, you can stop asking for a Spider-Man by Fadda now. you don't need that anymore. Is this for Gotham? I guess, yeah. As long as it's justice, then it would be for Gotham, wouldn't it? Here we go. Between now and 32nd October, oh, LMAO. Is Superman at least 50% done, or is that confidential information? It's not confidential necessarily. I made a mini game on itch.io specifically for you guys to keep up with progress as often as I'm able to update it. You know what I mean? So, time set. Hold on. Let me do this. I'll take a look at the chat. Make it night. Well, you're too late. Anyway, here we go. Oh, thank God. All right. Whee! So, yeah. Okay, is this cheating technically? It's whatever. We're rating this thing as Batman, so we will operate as Batman would. Woohoo! Fantabulous. Oh, I remember I did this already, didn't I? Yeah, there was like a whole dragon or something. I already fought it as Batman. I guess we'll do a different one. We'll do a different towel. Anyway, what non-Marvel slash DC superhero is my favorite? I'm not sure. The issue is I don't have a favorite Marvel or DC superhero. I love them all. Oh, I don't love them all, but like the ones that I love, they have their very unique reasons for which I love them, right? Um, we can go through some of the top five, top whatever. If a bar shows in your minigame, it means what? If the bar shows 0 in my minigame, it means Superman is done. Okay, so here's how the minigame works. It's not like a game where you experience stuff. It's, oh, come here. Oh. Sorry. Yeah, it's not a game where you experience stuff. It's mainly like an experience. So what I created was essentially I created the pod that's currently taking Superman to Earth, right? And you when you go into this pod, you see like baby Superman and you see everything. And I made this thing from scratch, right? So what that means is all the little lettering, like the Kryptonian lettering you see on the walls, then all that Kryptonian lettering you see on the walls, that literally translates to stuff. And it's like Easter eggs I've left for you so that you'd stop asking me for things. I just wanted to make sure that I could... What? Come on. Sorry, guys. I put my mouse in my backpack a few weeks back, and I guess it got like pressed up against some stuff, and the left click button has just been... It's something. It's been absolutely mutilated, and so... Unfortunately, the left click is kind of broken for now, which is like an added handicap. Anyway, so yes, the Kryptonian lettering it all translates to something, and you can like use a translator. I think it's based on the translations from the old Smallville Kryptonian language, Kryptonese. I call it Kryptonese. I know that's not what the new movie calls it, but that's what I've decided to go with. Let's see here. Oh, you can't see. Can I make it day? It's fine. I guess Batman's been operating in the day for a while now. I don't love it. I hate when that happens. And it's definitely not something... Well, I guess it is something this Batman would do. But sure. For the sake of you guys seeing the stream, not just hearing it, it is after all a YouTube stream, not a radio podcast. Anyway. Is it Jude? Is Jude here? I did not see Jude. If Jude is here, make yourself known, Jude. Jude, for those of you who don't know, is the foremost Faddaverse advocate for my streams. He loves my streams more than anything, and and he is probably one of the biggest reasons that you guys are. Oh, Jude is in Twitch. That's awesome. Ah, yes, Fadda. I've been here since the start. That's crazy. I didn't. I guess I'm not. Am I not seeing the Twitch chat? Oh, that's unacceptable. Okay, give me a second here. I'm not seeing the Twitch chat. Hold on. Let me. That's on me, guys. That's my bad. Let's see here. I know for a fact if I copy this here link. And I take this window. No. All right, I take this window and I paste this here link that I can. Come on now. I'm sure I can access the chat this way. Yes, now we're talking. Fadda, it's been a while. From your last stream, what are you doing today? Well, currently I'm streaming. Oh yeah, a bunch of new people are joining in now, I think. So that's something. That's good news. All right, good stuff. Sorry, fellas. There's like 2 people on Twitch, LMAO. Yeah, I'm not really putting in a lot of effort to grow my Twitch, am I? I don't even know how you would go about doing that. I have no idea what the what it looks like to grow a Twitch or how you do that. I guess you just farm clips as much as possible. But that would be more up to you guys than me. I'm too overworked to like intentionally clip myself. You know what I mean? Anyway, Fadda, could you make a dream mod pack that mods would have? Okay, I'm glitching. Let's do the other one. Fadda, what mods are you thinking of making? Thinking? I'm currently I'm living, eating, and breathing Superman. I'm not doing anything else. Let's fight a boss. Let's fight a time beast. I don't know how that's gonna work or what that's gonna look like, but I want to see. When is Superman coming out? Nobody knows, and that's not. I'm not being like cryptic about it. I have no idea. Ho 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 ho! That's crazy business. I'm sorry, who made was this Beans? Was Beans behind this? This is amazing. This is fantastic. Hold on now. Hold on. What? Incredible. Oh, ow, ow, pain, 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 pain. Am I aging? Is this making me age? Oh my god. Oh! Okay, well, clearly I need to be a speedster for this. Fadda, my friend. Ah, I didn't know I had a new friend. You update... I'm not answering any Superman questions. Will you update Ghost Rider mod? Yeah, sure. What mod is this? This is the... hold on. This is the Deus Chrono Machina mod. I'm not sure if this was Beans behind it. This has got Beans quality written all over it. For those of you who don't know, Beans is one of the top add-on creators for Alien Evo, and one of my favorite members of the Alien Evo Discord. So, in addition to, of course, the other devs. Oh, fantabulous. Anyway, yeah, that's the treadmill we created. Yeah, Fadda, why is upgrade in a bucket? I think that's Ship from the show. I haven't like tried it. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. Does he follow me around now, or do I have to tame him? That's so fun. He doesn't have any noise. He doesn't have any... He does the... You know? Do I work on Alien Evo? I do. I should make a little ship noise for him. That's awesome. I don't know what he does, but he usually turns into an actual, like, ship. What happens if I... Okay. Yep, nothing. Might be a work in progress. I don't want to be like the reviewers who... I don't want to be like the reviewers who are like, this is incomplete, and they haven't even done like a smidge of research on the thing. This isn't a review, all right? I was just trying a thing. Anyway, we can do speedsters and then fight the time beast thing. All right, I don't mind doing that, but let's find something to do as Batman first. I downloaded the comic bosses mod, so let's give that a shot. Let's see here. Omnitrix Cosmetics Cataclysm. I have no idea. No. Legendary monsters. That's another one I downloaded. Fantastic. Okay, let's see. Okay. Yeah, I won't. I'll tell you one thing. My degree is not in English. But what bosses did you add? I added quite a few. I added the legendary monsters. I added comic monsters. I added a bunch of stuff. We'll oh, and we'll have the chat just give me random side quests to do. Oh my, what's this? Oh my god! So it works like an Enderman. So that's kind of cool. Piss off. No, cow! Damn it! Oh, okay. Well, you're taking your sweet time. All right, this I guess I can refill one. Let you figure out the cow obstacle. Is he gonna deal with the cow challenge? Are you? Let's see here. Okay, well, I guess we could just activate this remotely then. Oh, is the grass getting in the way? That's fantastic. What's happening? Oh, there we go. Aha, yo Fadda. I wonder... Oh my god! Okay, alright, I'll, that's fine, we got this. That's okay. What? What? What was that? He did like a how low can you go? Pain. Okay, I mean, we got this sort of somewhat. Ow, pain, 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 pain. I don't know what this effect is, but I have no time to... Oh, there we go. Anyway, Fadda, opinions on the hit video game Cyberpunk. I did not love it when it came out. I had no idea what I was supposed to do or whatever. And to be fair, like I'm not a huge gamer. You know what I mean? But oh, there we go. I'm not a huge gamer, but I do enjoy like a super stylistic world or something. Like I would have loved the Batman what was this Gotham by Gaslight video game that they canceled. I would have loved to explore that and play that. So and I just didn't get a lot to do in the Cyberpunk game. The little that I did try it, but oh boy, nope, piss off, piss off. Ow, pain. Alright, smoke bomb. Really? Oh, it just doesn't get... Oh, I see. Alright. Let's see here. It doesn't... It's like immune to projectiles. That's cool. Fadda, I like your mods. Thank you. I just checked with my mods and they like you back. Whoa! Alright, let's see here. If it's immune to projectiles, then the Batmobile won't help much. But what I can do... Oh! My bad. What I can do is this. Yo, Fadda. Oh my god. Oh, the lag. I gotta fix that. I think it is fixed, actually. Oh yeah, this is fixed. I fixed that. So you don't have to deal with that much longer once the patch comes out. Oof. Yeah, so the beautiful thing about the electric batarangs is they don't have to hit you to affect you. They'll just electrocute the area around you as well. Anyway, Fadda, why doesn't Omnitrix Evo work on multiplayer? Because I'm sad it doesn't work. That is not true. I don't know where you got that info from, but the Evo Omnitrix works flawlessly in multiplayer. It's probably a modding compatibility or a tutorial you haven't watched or something. I don't know. But no, Evo Omnitrix? What are you talking about, man? People be transforming in Evo next to each other all the time. Evo has a server coming out, I think. Whoa! All right, here we go. Ha ha ha! Okay. Yeah, I think it attached to itself. Oh my. Anyway, Fadda, I'm the guy that asked you about M Creator, but it didn't go well. What? How did it not go well? I don't remember. I don't see how that question could not go well. It seems like a very basic question. I hope it's going better now. Anyway, Fadda, your moderators are awesome. Yes, they are. That is correct. That is correctement. Legendary Monsters is a goated mod. Yeah, this guy, I don't see myself really having a really fun time. Oh, I also downloaded a raid enhancement thing. So yeah, there's like it's like better raids or something. Go away. So we'll try a raid on this here village and see what's up. Oh, go away. Let's see here. Will I do a second Q&A? I don't know, man. Maybe after Superman. Like I'll probably do one after Superman. But like right now, there's like an oversaturation of info on Superman, and like take a look, like people will just be, people will be assuming this is a finished product and then just going ham on the thing, and I found that it's a lot better for the process if y'all just know very little, and you know just enough to excite you. You know what I mean? To like in terms of involvement in the thing, and you know very little, just enough to excite you, and then I could just sort of work in the background, and when I come out with something, it's something crazy. Not defended as Superman, defended as Batman. Yeah, you mean like attack it? I could do a little Superman thing. Be cool to see Superman versus... I have no idea what that is. I have not a clue what that is. But I'll tell you what. Let's do Speedsters. Let's do speedsters versus these guys because they seem very speedster centric. And and we'll even keep the fighting style if it's like, you know. Let's see, Speed Force. Oh, whoops. Speed Force config. Anyway, so yes, Fisk is updating to 1.20 something. I know it's not 1.20, and I think it's Neoforge. And I saw the gameplay, and I think it's fantastic. I think it's amazing. Obviously, I've seen nothing of it. I think it would be kind of weird to make like definitive opinions. We could talk about what we've seen so far. Guys, check this out. Speedster, speed eating, speed eating, speed eating. Fun thing. I like to show off random features because ain't nobody be watching my tutorials, man. Nobody sees my tutorials. The tutorial has 100,000 views, and yet just people ask me stuff that's like in the beginning of the thing. It's crazy business. All right, I think we're good. We're good to fight this thing now. Here we go. No, I don't want to do the fighting style. Anyway, we could talk about like what we've seen so far. Obviously, extremely reminiscent of the Insomniac Spider-Man games. Not a direction in which I would go, in terms of like, because obviously it's been done and it's been done by Insomniac, right? And so, you, for me, it's like this is the type of thing you do when it's like a small feature, and you take the feature and then you sort of you manipulate it to being something totally custom. You get what I mean? I'm not worried about that at all, though, right? I'm not worried about that at all. Why? Because I think Fisk went out on social media or something and said that we haven't actually seen anything. We've seen just like a little bit of the web swinging. As a dev myself, I can't help but appreciate that the thing is not done, and therefore we should not we should not tear it apart. You know what I mean? Oh, there we go. Oh wow, that was quite simple, wasn't it? We'll do the time beast thing again. Actually, I want to do that, right? But just as a concept, I wouldn't straight up do the same animations or similar animations or evoke the same or similar sort of mechanics as the Insomniac games because we've done it. You know what I mean? We've seen it. But again, I have zero. I have zero doubt that this is going to be something super cool that we want to see. Unfortunately, I won't be able to see or play it because y'all know how I be all neurotic and such, right? But I know you guys will have a great time with it. I mean, it's Fisk. It's gonna be quality. You know what I mean? So that's something. It's a big year for Spider-Man, huh? It's a fantastic year for Spider-Man. Spidey Spidey has not had a lot of great years. Actually, I guess that depends on what you believe. I guess if you guys have been enjoying the Tom Holland movies so far, then you guys have been great. I have a ton of hope for this one, and I have a lot of love for Tom Holland as an actor and Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I absolutely adored him in Civil War. Goodly. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Yo, Fadda. I need like an overlay or something. Anyway, I adored him in Civil War. I remember being in that theater and looking at him like literally interact with anyone and everyone, and thinking to myself, "Oh my God, they fixed him. That's Spider-Man, right?" Unfortunate. What? Wait, really? That easy, huh? Something is wrong here because I know. Am I still Kryptonian? I'm not Kryptonian. I don't know what happened. Huh. Anyway. Yeah, I remember being like they fixed him. I'll check chat again in a second, guys. I'll scroll up too if I have to, you know. Anyway, no, speedsters are not that overpowered, especially not in the new update. I have no idea. I have no idea how that happened. Hold on, let me. I have an idea. Hold on. I'll put this on, and I'll get rid of the fighting style. Here, Batman config. Anyway, yes, I remember watching Tom Holland as Spider-Man for the first time and thinking, "Wow, that's my Spidey. That's what I've been waiting for all this time." Oh, I could have done Nightwing's suit. I feel like it's a lot more. Anyway, it's fine. Yeah, and I remember thinking, "Okay, wow, that was amazing." And so, but when we got to Homecoming, there was just a lot of stuff. I think we took too many liberties with what it means to be Spider-Man. And we forgot completely what it means to be Peter Parker, you know. And I know people will be like, it's fine, and don't talk about him that way. Peter Parker, his it's a different interpretation and what have you. And I'm like, okay, yes, you're correct. It is a different interpretation. You know, to each their own. And I know a bunch of people were giving like, I know everyone hated Spider-Man Lotus. I know everybody like hated it to like a comical degree. But I did see that some people were giving it props for like, it seems more reminiscent of the Spider-Man we know. I think that's more because like the people making it, they had sort of a blueprint in their mind that had been done so many times before. So it sort of became a checklist, which is like, okay, I mean, make him depressed, make him deal with something, have a final swing at the end. You know what I mean? Which is like, it's the classics. You play the classics. Anyway, so they were giving it props for that. And I think, okay, I understand where you're coming from. I understand where the Iron Boy Jr. criticisms come from, right? And I think I figured out why I find them sort of valid. Um, so it's not a thing of Spider-Man shouldn't be operating based on someone else's legacy. You know, it's not like this is Tony Stark's legacy. Spider-Man shouldn't be operating on it. I think the whole point of Spider-Man was based on someone else's legacy, right? It just wasn't Tony Stark. It was Ben Parker, right? And the difference between the two is not that like one of them's a good person, one of them's a bad one. No, and it's not like Tony's legacy is not cool. It's cool, but I think therein lies the issue. The fact of the matter is, Tony is Tony is beloved by all. He is like the genius billionaire playboy philanthropist. You know what I mean? Like he's the everyone's favorite character. He's my favorite interpretation. That is loud. He's my favorite interpretation of Tony Stark. You get what I mean? Like better than the comics in my opinion. But that's exactly the thing. Like he's a good person and he's loved by all. Ben Parker is just a regular guy, right? I think the thing about Spider-Man is we forget how regular he's supposed to be. And no amount of like cutesy high school John Hughes scenes between like him and his like 2 minutes of screen time between him and his classmates is going to emulate that. You get what I mean? You want proper regular Peter Parker. That's you're looking at like spectacular Spider-Man. You know, that has more in common with the Raimi movies and the '90s animated series than it does with any comic book, and yet we all hail it as like the best interpretation of Spider-Man. So, so clearly it's not about comic accuracy, all right? Because we loved him in Civil War, at least I did, and that wasn't very comic accurate, right? And it's clearly not about we have to have him depressed all the time. It's not. It's just we need to relate to him more. You know what I mean? I mean, the kid was Spider-Man for 2 seconds, and then all of a sudden he got the Stark internship, and the suit was made for him, and everything was that. And I mean, he had his own challenges, and that was great. But he had his own challenges, and they were I don't know. I mean, a lot of people like them, but I don't believe we ever truly got Spider-Man until his third movie, and I believe we're gonna get a whole return to form with this new one. And I don't want to hear like any arguments about, well, it was an extended origin story. I was like, I mean, okay, first of all, ain't no way they planned that. There's no way they planned that. There's no reason for them to have planned that. That was a quality control issue when they realized the original plan wasn't working, right? It's not a three-part origin story. That's not the case. The whole point of Holland's Spider-Man was, or his introduction, not making it Garfield, was that they wanted to skip the origin story entirely. We're just throwing you into the action, right? So no, it wasn't intended as a three-part origin story. It just worked out nicely that way, and I commend whoever came up with that idea. Whoa, it's awesome. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, let's see here. I think a very cool challenge would be a person considering on what? A person like you considering on of the mechs is the size and can transform to the. I have no idea what that. I have. Is it like? Do you want me to build like robots, mechs? I don't know. What mod is this? Could someone? It's the Chronos. It's the Deus Chronos Machina mod. Where'd the thing go? Where'd the time beast go? Ah, there it is. All right, how are we doing? Really? Okay, yeah. So I knew speedsters weren't overpowered. There's something was up. Something was different. Hold on. Where you at? Where you at? There you are. Ah, yo, Fadda. Ow, pain. You think you may ever do a collab with RZE? Maybe. I mean, if he calls, I'm game. I'm not saying maybe I would be into it. I'd certainly be into it. I'm just saying maybe if it's a possibility. Like if they need me for something, yeah, sure, why not? Let's see here. What I've seen from Brand New Day, I'd say it's truly becoming that. Yeah. I have trust, you guys. I always had trust in Tom Holland. Even if I was like, I was disappointed by the first two movies for sure, right? And it's not because they were bad. They weren't my. We strayed too far away from what my idea of Spider-Man is. Keep in mind, my idea of Spider-Man has almost nothing to do with comic accuracy. It's just the themes and the feelings you get and stuff. You know, like there's a certain hopefulness you need to get. This hopefulness I got more with the new Superman movie than I did with either of the first two Tom Holland Spider-Man movies. You get what I mean? Like there's a sort of, you know. Anyway, I remember Blaze used your speedster mod and destroyed RZ. Yeah, but I mean, okay, that's the race. You can't have a speedster race between two different mods and have it just be like a straight line. I loved that video, but I was in that video, wasn't I? I was. Yeah. I just wasn't in the race. I think I was traveling at the time, and I didn't have time to like see the full video on first watch, but I remember I watched it later. Anyway, what is happening? Oh, that's a glitch. That is the mother of all glitches right there. I don't know what that was. Anyway, Jude is back. Oh, by the way, Jude, I know I was supposed to stream on your birthday. I apologize that I didn't. Jude is the foremost advocate for my streams. He gets more excited about them than anybody. I still don't know why, but I'm glad you do. And I know I missed your birthday, but we will make up for it in 3, 2. Woo! Happy birthday, Jude. Let's spam all manner of happy birthday Jude in the chat for exactly 10 seconds. I want no spam after 10 seconds, just so I can read everyone's like questions and comments and whatnot. Hello, Fadda, I really want you to check this certain mecha show. It's short, 26 episodes. I think a mod for it would be kind of interesting. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Maybe it's if it's an anime, you'll find it a bit more difficult for me to get into it, just because I'm sort of a huge fan of subtlety. And anime is sort of a huge fan of like the other way around. 3-2 ad, that's so funny. You think they do that on purpose? Because I did notice ads sort of. It'd be crazy if they did it live. Maybe they are transcribing me live, but I did notice ads sort of show up because I don't put them on purpose. Like they're automated on my channel, so they sort of show up at moments of really high tension. Am I excited for the new Wolverine game? No. I'm not excited for the new Wolverine game because I think there are really cool animations and the graphics are good. You get what I mean? But in terms of like freedom of movement, I haven't seen anything that excites me. I've seen that one move that everyone's gonna talk to me about. That's really cool, where it's like he kicks the guy and then lunges at him. That's an awesome move. I love that. That's exactly the type of thing I'd put in a mod. You know what I mean? That's very. That's my speed. That's speaking my language. You get what I mean? But I haven't seen anything else that sort of that style. You get me? So that's sort of what I'm missing from the. It's really cool set pieces. It's all that good stuff. I think from what I've seen, only from what I've seen, it's following a trend in recent gaming where. I don't know. We do a lot of walking, a lot of talking, and it seems like the gameplay of the thing that's supposed to be most interesting sort of takes a back seat. And I saw that with Insomniac's Spider-Man. I'm sorry. I know people are going to be like, "What? It's amazing. It's the best." I don't think it's the best. I think it's amazing in a lot of ways. I think it's got one of the best stories. I don't remember a better story in a Spider-Man game. Maybe the Ultimate Spider-Man video game, but that was mainly following the comics, so it's not a credit to the video game. Yeah, you know what? It's got the best story in a Spider-Man game. You don't know. Maybe Edge of Time. Maybe Edge of Time. It's tied there for me. So let me get a speedster suit. I realized I don't have a speedster suit. And guys, give me like random side quests to do. Let's see here. What are we? Oh yeah, speedster suit. Where's that at? Ah, there it is. Sorry. Talking and playing is such a pain for me. You guys have no idea. It's not great. I don't love it. We'll do the reverse fight. No, I don't want a HUD. I don't want a HUD. I'll do this suit. Anyway. Nice. Ah, we're faster now. I forgot about that. Anyway, let's see here. What was I talking about? The Wolverine game. Oh yeah, a trend in video games where the gameplay sort of takes a backseat to the graphics and the voice acting and all that good stuff, which, you know, fantastic, but you need to understand the kind of audience I am before you understand my opinion on these things. I am gameplay first. I'm gameplay first. And it's sort of it feeds into the philosophy behind how I make these mods, right? So my favorite Spider-Man game of all time is Web of Shadows, right? And voice acting, story, you know what I mean? Like graphics, ugly. But I don't care. I love all of it because it's the gameplay is unmatched. Unmatched, never seen before or since. Never seen before or since. To this day, whenever a Spider-Man game has the words Web Strike in it, and it's not the one from Web of Shadows or better, I'm like personally insulted. Obviously, I'm not personally insulted, but I'm like, okay, what the hell is this? That is not a Web Strike. Come on now. You know, so that's sort of how I look at it. Anyway, love the sound effects I made. Thank you. I don't know. Oh, the sound with my face? Yeah, my bad. Fight the Obliterator. Okay, I will do that. I will do that. Sorry, I've been voicing more opinions than interacting with the chat. I apologize. Let's see here. Obliterator, you said, hey? Let's see. Obliterator. Okay, yeah, here we go. I could just search it, can't I? I don't know why I'm doing it the wrong way. I don't know why I'm doing it the hard way. I don't know. It's okay. I'll search it. Obliterator. All right. Now we're how many? What? Ah, fantabulous. Okay, I will fight this now, and then we'll try a raid. We'll try an enhanced raid as Batman. We'll see what how that works. Anyway. Let's see. For MCU Spider-Man, I don't want to sound like a comic book fan, but he didn't have to struggle to show how being Spider-Man is an incredibly important thing in life. That's another thing. We didn't get that till the third movie. I understand that he couldn't be popular with his friends, but I'm sorry, that's not a very like that has to be a secondary thing. You get what I mean? Like, he can't be popular. It can't be a thing of he wishes he was popular, like he goes to a party. It has to be a thing of he wishes he could connect with people. That's how, like, it can't be so literal. It can't be such a literal American high school experience. It has to, like, the appeal of Spider-Man is that you don't have to be American to relate to the experience, even when he's in high school. It can't be, whoa, wow, okay. Whoa, relax now. Why is everything an Enderman all of a sudden? Wait. Why is there music? Okay, guys, I'm gonna shut off music because I can't, you know, what? That pissed me off. What if it was ambient environment? No, it's still, what am I doing? Why am I a cartoon character? Can somebody search up how this mod? It's fine. I guess we'll do music. I'll shut up about Spider-Man for a second while we fight this thing. Ow, pain. Oh my. Oh my. Jukebox no block. Thank you very much. Oh, fantastic. Thank you. Anyway, about Spider-Man. Back to what we were saying about Spider-Man. Wow, that is strong. Whoa, that's crazy. Anyway, so yeah, so just so you guys understand, like I released a patch recently of Speed Force where, whoa, I released a patch of Speed Force recently that's just, I balanced it a lot more, and I included a message to power everything with redstone. Oh my god, oh my lord. Okay, what happened? What's going on? Okay, there we go. Ooh. All right, hold on, wait. Ooh. Fantastic. Why can't I? I'm supposed to be more able to. Wow. Okay, I mean, this is fun, isn't it? Anyway. Yeah, it can't be about I want to be more popular. It can't be so in your face. It has to be I want to connect with people, you know? It has to be I want to connect with people. And Aunt May has to be his heart, which I guess she was in the third movie, which again, this is what I'm saying is they fixed a lot of stuff with the third one. It's just, which is why I'm saying there's no way this was planned. There's no way they were planning on making it like a 3-part origin story. What? Okay, alright, this is cheating. Whoa! What is happening? I wanna move away from the character a little bit. No. What happened? Did I just activate shaders by accident? Anyway, I mean, there's 2 movies that tell the story of the anime, so you won't have to struggle through. No, I think I will struggle, actually. Just 2 whole movies? Just to watch an anime? I don't know. I might not be your guy for this job, my dude. Maltruant is the real difficulty. Yeah, I'll give it a shot. I did install the mod, so we'll give it a shot. Oh man. Yo, Fadda. Oh no. Okay. That's such a great beam, though. I wonder how they got to do that. Whoa. I know Evo made another renderer for their beams as well, so now we have crazy heat blast noises. Oh, I started a habit recently. You know how often I get asked if my stuff is for Bedrock, right? And a staggering amount of it happens in Spanish for some reason. It's the same exact term. It's the same exact question and wording and everything. They're like, "Es para Bedrock?" And I'm like, no. And I just stopped saying no because it's like, okay, I mean, it's useless now. Someone will answer. You get what I mean? And so somebody was posting a bunch of Evo teasers on their YouTube shorts. And so, yep, there it is. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And so I went in and I commented that. And I had another dude in Spanish, obviously has no idea who I am, right? And he's like, what do you think? And he's talking to me like I'm the world's biggest idiot. And I have to assume it's like, okay, that makes perfect sense. I have to assume I'm not the only one who gets a little tired of the Bedrock question. I should put Java in the titles of my videos. I guarantee you I'll still get asked. No one's gonna watch those videos. No one's gonna pay attention to the title. Whoa. No. Okay. Stop it. Ow, pain. Oh, no. Wow, that is... I forgot most of my attacks. Okay, here's something. Oh, no, Fadda. Wait. It's mainly just been dodging. Ow! That's awesome. That's so cool. Will I build anything during the stream? You guys want me to build stuff? Okay, this is kind of working. Does he suffocate? Whoa! My reaction time was kind of crazy on that one, I'm not gonna lie. Thank you for your love for my mods. Wow, I don't even make mods and I'm tired of the Bedrock questions. I think everyone's tired of the Bedrock questions. But here's the thing. The thing that weirds me out about the Bedrock questions is not that no one will read and no one will pay attention. They'll just see a thing, they'll go, cool, and then immediately ask. That's not what weirds me out. That actually makes perfect sense to me with our current generation's like attention span. But what weirds me out is whatever you're asking me to make for Bedrock, it's been done. It's been done, and I've been doing this long enough by now that someone has seen my mods and copied certain things for Bedrock. 100%. I saw this with Superman. I saw this with Superman just I think like 2-3 weeks ago or something. So I'm thinking like, it's not like you're gonna go on the Bedrock marketplace and search up your Fadda, right? Like these are obviously unsanctioned things. I have no involvement in them. You get what I mean? But you'll search up like Flash add-on, and you'll probably find like 37 million. Someone will have made whatever it is you're looking for. Add-ons are very or Bedrock add-ons. They're very abundant. They're almost a commodity. Please build something. All right, got you. Whoa, thank you so much for your donation, Mundus. Fantastic. Do we have like a? Whoa. God, that is so the wrong sound effect. We're gonna get a donation sound effect, but in the meantime, here, have this. It's completely unrelated, but thank you. I'm gonna give you that as a donation, or as like a. That's awesome. I didn't know I got donations. I had no idea that was a thing. So that's great news. I knew that people can now become members, which is great. Did you know I realized I made my memberships like $1, €1, whatever. It seems to be one in most currencies, just because it's the lowest number they had. And whoa, okay, hold on. Whoa, am I the only one lagging? Yeah, I think I'm the only one lagging. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I made the memberships $1 just as a temporary thing, and I was like, okay, when I figure out what I want to give members and stuff, then I'll figure out what the actual pricing is. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just keep it $1. I'm gonna just keep it $1. I'd love if most of my subscribers were members, and then we could figure out something we want to do for members. Even if you like want custom emojis, and it's like, okay, for $1 a month, why not? Why not? And then the more members I have, the more custom emojis I can make for you guys. And you can like tell me sort of custom emojis that you want. I'm sure there are more. Fadda, I don't think you will beat this boss. I will, but it's going to take time. And I just do not have the patience. Yeah, there we go. So anyway. What? People on Twitch can react with custom emojis? That's crazy. That's awesome. If I ever become a billionaire, I'm going to spend $1 million on making the most expansive comic mod for Minecraft ever. Awesome. I look forward to being drafted to your team. See, guys, this is how you make connections. Spend $1 million, Jesus. I gotta get my fellow devs in on this. Louie's here. Hey, Louie. Louie is my head moderator, or admin now, I guess we call it. Admin on my Discord, one of the very first members of the Faddaverse Discord, and yeah, and here he is now. He'll be lead developer. Lol. I don't know if I would be a good lead dev. Keep in mind that I still work in mCreator, right? I would be a good project manager. God, I'd be a good project manager, because I'd know the direction of it and what we want to do with it and stuff. And then you want people on like proper execution. If we're talking like the new people, not like the well-known heavy hitters, like Fisk and whoever's behind Legends, Revenant's behind Legends now. So if we're not talking like the heavy hitters, we're talking like the new generation of heavy hitters, the Evo team. I'd bring them with me as well, for shizzle. Not to mention, I think Steven said he wanted, or no, Hob wanted, he wanted to make a DC hero mod. But we have no idea. We have no idea what. I think he got inspired by the amount of things we're doing with Evo, and he was like, I could make the hell out of a DC hero mod. We'll see. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? Prince McFlurry says, I'm Batman, and I believe him. Whoa, 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 whoa. Piss off. Whoa, here we go. You guys are not doing a great job. Anyway, Fadda, what is my opinion on the hit game Cybertrunk? I gave my opinion on that, I could believe. I have one word I can tell you to sell you this idea. A sunglasses boomerang. Not your audience, brother. uh, I'm not the audience for sunglass boomerang. I'm the audience for like, I'm the audience for whatever the hell Spider-Man is. Oh, whoops. Nice. Whoa, relax, 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 relax. Here we go. Ah, no more crossbows. What are you gonna do now? As a matter of fact, here's crossbow, and here's arrows in your eye. Ah, yo fada. I know I'll get a percentage of you who didn't know we can do this, and it won't necessarily piss me off, but it'll just be another case study of please watch the tutorials. But what about sunglasses batarang? That I'm the audience for. That feels like it would have been something. That you'd see in like Batman the Brave and the Bold, like the old cartoon. You guys remember that one? Such a neat feature. Thank you. I like this feature. I'm such a huge fan. And you know, we don't even need the crossbow. Like if I just if I just grab the arrows, like yeah, it's great stuff. Whoa, relax. And I could just, while holding R, I could like grab these arrows. And this is, whoa. Relax. Okay, stop it. What is, oh, boom, there we go. Anyway, I think Monday wants me to build something. Whoa, okay, all right, still build something. I don't know if you want. Okay, I got it. I'll grab some tools and we'll build some stuff. I guess. I built a cosmic treadmill last time. What do we want to build this time? Fadda, do you believe you'll stream other games? I was thinking of getting into VR. How likely is it that I have an audience for VR? You let me know. When are we getting a Batman update? I mean, Jesus, can I focus on Superman for like a little bit, like just until the thing is out, and then we could talk about a Batman update, please? Probability alteration missiles, all space and time dimensional shattering lasers. Yeah, I really don't think I'm the guy for this, my dude. I think maybe some of the Palladium add-on developers will help you out with that, because Palladium has made it so accessible for people to just go, you know what, I want to do a thing for this, and it's like it's a very clear-cut mod that has a very clear-cut goal, and it doesn't have to be super in-depth and expansive or whatever. Just I made an add-on for this thing for Palladium. You get what I mean? So maybe a person will do that for the anime you want. Blatant Sorcery mod would be fire. Yeah, no, you're right. VR, yeah, sounds good. Like Batman Arkham Shadows or something. We could totally get into Batman Arkham Shadows. Let's do it. VR Minecraft, we could try my mods in VR. No stream goes by without someone asking about a Batman. No, actually, Louis, what's been happening is no stream goes by without a bunch of Superman questions. But I'm glad, for those of you who don't know, I stopped answering Superman questions after the Q&A video came out, because obviously I answered so many questions there. At this point, I'm giving away too much. You get what I mean? So yeah, but luckily this stream there weren't too many Superman questions. But yeah, I'm not answering any of them, so don't like waste your time. Whoa! Ah, yo, Fadda, all of you. Ouch. Okay, fine. Hold on. Wait, relax. There we go. Nope, out you go. And 3, 2, 1. There's an unreasonable amount of lag here. I don't know why. Mutant boss fight. I will do that. Yo, Fadda, what's your opinion on Elvis Presley? I like what he did. The main character is voiced by Ben's voice actor, Yuri Lowenthal. That's cool. Unless you mean Tara Strong. Which Ben? Or whoever voiced Ben 10K, I guess. Either versions, or whichever version of Ben 10K. Got a lot of Ben voice actors, I'm realizing. It's probably Yuri, right? Because Yuri's the... No, I think Tara Strong went into some anime as well. We'll see. He'll answer. Anyway, said Yuri before. Alright, my bad. I don't know if you know, but in the new version of Speed Force, when I use flash time, deactivate it, I get bugged, like flickering. Do I know? Let's see. I think I should be in slow motion when this happens. I know that I was in an earlier version of the mod. I don't know why I changed it. I want to bring that back. I want to be in slow motion when I'm... No, we're good. Hold on, no, 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 whoa. I'm gonna do my own. Like I'll in a future update of Speed Force and the current update of Superman, I'm working on my own slow motion. I haven't figured it out yet, but I will. And when I do that, stuff like this will no longer be an issue. Did I watch Ben 10 as a kid? I was obsessed with Ben 10 as a kid. Louis made a prototype add-on with Palladium before. You see what I mean? So the beauty of Palladium is that you could just come up with an idea and be like, I'll do it. And it gives you so many of the tools. It's basically like Legos. You know the famous game series Fallout? I literally just started the show, and I'm liking it so far. I love Ella Purnell. I think she's got crazy eyes. I'm simply hypnotized by her eyes. I think it's crazy. The way they like exist. They're insane. I don't know how that works. I don't know. Like it seems like a liability almost. I mean, she probably has crazy night vision, but at the same time, I mean, you know, bugs against a windshield. You know what I mean? Anyway, Palladium is the Minecraft Lego for modding. I think M Creator is the Minecraft Lego for modding. I think Palladium is a bit more. I think Palladium's a bit better than that. I wouldn't call it Minecraft Lego. I think it's a bit better than that. I think we can confidently say that about M Creator, right? Um, you know what? I'm just realizing it's super unfair of me to judge that because I'm using a crazy old version of M Creator. I'm using a 2-year-old version of M Creator. That's because the very first time I updated M Creator, my entire Batman mod workspace got completely corrupted, and so I've been terrified to update since. I've just been working in the same version for 2 years, and it's been working so far. I mean, that's the version of M Creator I'm currently making Superman in 2024.2. So it's like whatever, you know. I love the slow motion actually. In fact, I wish things around were slower while you moved at a normal speed. I agree. Apparently, I agreed at the time of making this because that's how it works. I'm gonna make it a config option because I would actually love to move a bit slower myself. You know, the way it used to work in Fisk. My favorite thing about this version of Flash Time and the way it works isn't even the slow motion or the way they're slow and I'm fast. It's the fact that you guys know that the way this works is I have to keep tapping really really fast in order to like increase my velocity or slow myself down. This is how it works. You get what I mean? So that can get a bit taxing. Your fingers will get tired. You know what I mean? And it's a good thing because it's sort of it's a bit more immersive. Actually, it's a lot more immersive. But the beautiful thing about that, to balance it, is in flash time, you put in a lot more effort to make that happen. So I'm not tapping nearly as fast as I usually would be to go up. So I think that's really fun. That's number one. Number two, the amount of punches that I have to do in order to trigger a sonic boom, not nearly as much as I usually would have to do. And obviously, the more speed you're using, like the lightning bars at the bottom, the more the slower things are, and the faster you have to click, right? But the more speed, or sorry, the more speed you're using, the less you have to click. You get what I mean? I think that's fantastic. I think that's great. Did I say fantastic? Do I believe Arkham Origins is underrated? Severely. Not as a game, but as a story, as an aesthetic, as a game. I believe it's perfectly rated. It's Arkham City, copy pasted with a few really cool tweaks that they even took into Arkham Knight, like the detective mode sections and stuff like that, where it's like you sort of put together a crime scene and stuff. I think it was actually done better in Arkham Origins than it was in Arkham Knight because Arkham Origins had such crazy style. Arkham Origins had an unsubstantiated amount of sauce. Have I talked about the plans for how lightning trails are gonna work or look like? I haven't. I know they're going to be different from anything you've seen before. I do have plans. I just haven't talked about them because I want to kind of want to go crazy with lightning trails for Speed Force. And I want you to know this isn't a new thing. I always knew I was going to do lightning trails. And I always knew I wasn't going to do like regular speed progression and stuff like that. But I haven't had the time. And I really wanted to get done on Superman. But yeah, I will have lightning trails, but they'll be different. They will be different. It's not something you would have seen before. Yo, when the Superman add-on? God only knows, my friend. God and Destiny. Not the YouTuber, the metaphysical concept. Ooh, what is the radius of flash time? I don't remember. And I know I think it increases the more with the speed. So if you're, hold on, let me test. Yeah, so they're moving a lot faster now. Oh, they're moving a lot faster. Okay, hold on. Yeah, there we go. Whoa, relax. That's awesome. That's great. Whoa, relax. Ouch, pain. Haha, your fadas. I love that I could just walk up to an arrow and catch it out of the air. Look at this. You ready? Here we go. Come on now. Come on. I want to show my viewers a cool thing. Ah, you saw it. Saw it. There it is. It's fine. It's okay. Anyway. Hello, Mr. Fadda. What up, push? What up? How are ya? Can I sit on clouds? You already see me do that. Please, can you show Superman, please? Can you show some power? No, I'm not showing any more stuff on Superman. I can show you. I dodged the arrows. Oh, I forgot to like fight back. My bad. This is the beauty of a speedster. You could just you could just trail off in conversation. You could forget to fight back, and then you could be like, "Oh, that's right," and then just take care of business. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Fantabulous. One of the beautiful things about vibrating the ground or like phasing the ground is less stable blocks are unable to handle that level of movement, so you just break them randomly. So if I do this, see, like you see how they glitch out? Isn't that crazy? I love that. That was very difficult to do for a while, and then I did it successfully by accident, and it was great. Anyway. So that's a beautiful thing. It's like Quicksilver from Days of Future Past. You know how he vibrated glass and it broke? That's sort of how I got that idea. And I was like, okay, but it didn't break because it was glass. It broke because it wasn't structurally sound. And so I was like, okay, so certain blocks below a certain hardness won't be able to withstand phasing the ground. I love that. Blessing in disguise. I don't know what that means, at least not in this context. Sorry if I didn't understand, but did the Flash update after tick rate update? No. Well, like the latest update you see is the latest update there is. I think that's it's a satisfactory enough answer to that question, but essentially, whoa, that's awesome. Relax, relax, relax. Come back, come back. Yo, Fadda. Essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my own slow motion. Once I figure it out for Superman, I'll translate it into Speed Force, and once I'm done Superman, I'll start integrating like lightning trails and Speed Force and stuff like that. Go away! It's awesome. Love the sonic booms. Whoa, relax, relax, relax. Wow, I haven't triggered a single sonic boom. Huh, interesting. Ah, there it is. Okay, good stuff. Anyway, any big updates for Speed Force after Superman? Oh, I answered that question accidentally. Yes, there probably will be, because I am excited about the prospect of lightning trails. One of the beautiful things about wall running in this mod is you can't have a downward velocity and then wall run. You have to have an upward velocity, and you have to be like right against the wall. I followed the rules from the CW show because I loved that so much. I love that there's like a technique to it. There's a skill to it. So you can't just do it on anything. I know obviously they sort of got rid of all logic and physics associated with Speed Force and Speedsters after, I guess, season like 3 or something. Yeah, season 4 onwards, he just kept getting more and more powerful to the point where it's like, okay, there's really no grounding this character in anything, is there? Like all you could do is is make it a meme at this point, which a lot of people have, and it's been a pretty popular meme. But I like the physics grounded Speed Force. There's a lot more physics involved in the Speed Force mod than you might realize. Do we want to do something with Batman? I feel like that's usually more challenging. Fadda, quick question. Do I think the Superman mod will be ready in September? I was thinking of throwing a party for a friend's birthday and it would involve this mod. I am actually so curious to know how it would involve the mod. I'm so I love that as a concept. I have no idea what it looks like though. Could you tell me please what that would look like? How'd I only just notice that your flash suit has yellow gloves? Yeah, a lot of people didn't love that. But I like it. I went to my modeler, Pierre, who's great, by the way, and I told him, listen, here are my favorite flash suits. Here is what I like. I want it to be very basic. Think how James Gunn went for Superman. Think comic book Superman, but like for the Flash. And you know what? I want yellow gloves. I want yellow gloves and yellow boots. I want to break it up a little. And he was like, all right, say no more. And he did this beautiful thing, this fantastic thing. Look at this. Um, this thing where, you know, the boots are like flared outwards. Do you see that? I love that. I love that so much. Hold on. Let me get a little bit closer. Here we go. And then do that. Yeah, look at how flared out the boots are. That's so fun. And that's so comic booky and cheesy. I wouldn't want it in my movie, but I love it in my mod, you know? Then again, who knows? Like somebody like James Gunn or Eric Kripke could probably pull off a look like that on a character. Anyway, is the Superman mod reliable? I have no idea what that means. Monday wanted me to build the Kent farm. Oh my god, I would build such a bad Kent farm. I want to build something that's functional. I forgot we were building stuff. I'm so sorry. I'm like insanely ADHD. I could do a challenge. I'm not actually ADHD. At least I don't know. Like I haven't been like formally diagnosed. I'm using that more as a trendy way to describe the issue with my brain than it is as a formal diagnosis. Friend's a big fan of the Avengers, and I prefer the Justice League. We were have a big battle with several mods. His Superman mod is the most powerful Superman mod. And his Superman mod? I don't understand. Ew, I see. Are you talking about me? Okay. That's first of all, that's awesome. What I can't do is guarantee a release date because there's so much more to this mod. I have. I meant this a Superman mod real. It's been real. What do you think? What do you think? I made a fake announcement this whole time. It's been real. Superman is in the intro for this stream. Yeah, Superman is in the intro for the stream. It's real, but it's just not done. So yeah, I have no idea when it's going to be done. If you guys want to keep up, I doubt it'll be done by September, to be completely honest. What are we in July? July, August, September? I doubt. I don't know. I know it'll be much closer than it is now by September, but not sure. Why do I okay. You know what? We need a spell check in the house. I wonder if there are bots for YouTube chats. I was supposed to build something. I apologize. I'm supposed to build something. All right, let me build a house. I'll build a house. God damn it. That needs a clip. Could we somebody do me a favor and clip that? I'm thinking of putting together a compilation later, and I think that'll be something. Why do I crash out on my Discord? What? Why do you crash out on your Discord, bro? Just keep getting typos. Why do I crash out on my Discord? I don't think I do, but maybe you can define crash out a bit, and we can figure that out together. Build an eyeball. Okay, I will do that. I will build an eyeball. Can the person who donated actually tell me what they want me to build, but like keep in mind my capabilities? But for now, sure, I will build an eyeball. Anyway, out of curiosity, why won't I release either the alpha or beta versions of Superman? Well, okay, so for one, there is no beta version because for there to be like I think by definition a beta would require multiple testers, right? And I don't have people testing the mod, so there is no beta version. I guess I'll make a farm, fine, but I will make a farm as an impure speedster, all right? So that if I ever need to use my speed, I need to use it in moderation. Hold on, let me get impure speed force. We're gonna try this again because it worked so well the first time. Anyway, but the reason I won't release a beta is because when I announced this mod, there was a crazy amount of spam, and it came with a crazy amount of support, which is great. I love that, and thank you, obviously. right? But it was way too much for me, and it was delaying the process. And I had already promised the mod. Not to mention, it's tied to a charity initiative now, right? Like it's raising money for charity. I can't back out on this. I can't decide the community is getting a little intense and it's getting a bit toxic, so I have to like stop this. If I was Even if I wasn't doing it, even if there wasn't a charity initiative attached to it, I'd feel a little weird and I probably wouldn't do that. You get what I mean? But there is one now, so I would never. Here we go. I would never. So the other option was essentially to are impure speedsters actually faster? No, they're slower. Impure speedsters are less capable than pure speedsters. Anyway, here we go. Now we're talking. Boom. Anyway, so the solution I came up with was Um, I'm going to heavily moderate the type of stuff I do, or the type of stuff I reveal and I show about this mod. And I tried to, and by heavily moderate, I mean heavily moderate myself, obviously, not the community. Um, and when I tried to do that, I still got a crazy amount of spam. And it became sort of a thing of it felt like certain members of the community, like a lot of members of the community, were trying to like sit in my lap and work my mouse and keyboard for me. And that just goes so insanely against how I mod. I said this in a stream a couple days back, or a couple weeks back, I guess. I discovered that I don't make these mods for you guys. And I know that sounds bad, but that's not. Listen to what I'm saying. Um, I don't make these mods for you guys. I make these mods for me. I release them for you guys, right? So that's why my releases are always so elaborate, and I make such long tutorial videos, and they're very detailed, and I make like like the intro for the stream. I didn't need that. All right, that's a you guys thing. That's for you guys. So the way that I release and how cinematic I am about it and all that good stuff, that's all for you guys. That's not for me. But the mods, the way I make them, the way they play, the stuff I put in them, that was never for you. And I didn't realize this until pretty late in the game, until Superman, pretty much. Um, I realized, yeah, it's my mod. It's like the way it plays is for me. So when I had so many people making like forcing these suggestions, message DM requests, and flooding my streams and in the Discord and everything, it was insane. Not to mention some of these suggestions were straight up inappropriate. It was a crazy thing to witness, and I didn't enjoy it at all. But yeah, so when all that was happening, I was like, okay, clearly this is. First of all, I never needed the suggestions. They were another thing I was doing for you guys, so you'd feel a bit more involved, right? So it was just pros. But now there are all cons and no pros for the level of involvement. So I retreated. I took a step back pretty heavily, right? I took a step back from sharing pretty heavily because I wanna protect the mod, and I wanna protect the process that makes it special. You get what I mean? Especially because I said it before, this is my most ambitious one yet, and I wanna do something special with it, and the charity is just one of the special things I'm doing with it. So I want to make sure that that's protected. So that's a very long-winded way of saying that's the reason. We need a translator bot in the chat, the YouTube chat. I wonder if that exists. Somebody help me out here. Anyway, yeah. So and I hope that that'll pan out and it'll work. One way or another, you are getting this mod. Am I excited for Avengers Doomsday? I am. I'm very excited for Avengers Doomsday. Guys, give me 1 second. I'm getting an immeasurably important phone call. All right, we are back. Wonder how I was actually going to do this because, in truth, the Flash is more powerful than Superman, Supersonic Punch, Supersonic Punch. Guys, this is why I say watch the tutorials, please. All right, come take a look. Uh, Whoa! I did not mean to do that, but that's okay. All right, here we go. And in 3, 2, 1. Can I not? What? Okay, hold on. Oh, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Supersonic Punch, baby. Whoa! Guys, you gots to watch the tutorials, man. You gots to. And if you don't want to watch the tutorials, at least watch my Q&A video. Or if you don't want to watch my Q&A video, whenever I do this, there are tips on the bottom left of the screen on how to use my mods and interesting tidbits about the community and stuff like that, so that you can always just watch those. In the Q&A video, I also point out a bunch of things, right? I also point out a bunch of things that you could do that a lot of people. Whoa, what was that? What happened there? A lot of people didn't know you could do. So yeah, Supersonic Punch, that's a thing. Bunch of stuff. Yeah. How do I power the Bat computer? This question was designed to piss me off, and I'm not making a joke. This question. This is a person who knows exactly how to power the Bat computer, and it's a running meme. It's a running meme at my expense in my community, unfortunately, but that's okay. All right. Let's see. What did we want to do? We wanted to build something. We were building an eye. Is that it? Got to do something special because Superman is special. That is correct. That is correct. Superman is special. And you know the crazy thing is, dude? I had the vision for that first Superman announcement video. That very first Superman announcement video, the one you saw without any actual gameplay in it, the one where it was like visuals. I had the vision for that, and I knew exactly how it was going to go, and I knew what soundtrack I was going to cover for it, and how the music was going to go before I released Iron Man. I knew that's how it was going to go. And I'm so glad, dude. I'm so glad that the I used to hold mod votes in my Discord, and at some point I'll start doing that again, probably, maybe, right? But when I did hold mod votes in my Discord, I'm so glad that Superman lost twice, because I'm happy that I'm building it now with the skill level I'm at now, versus if I'd built it before. You know, I'm so happy, because this is like magnum opus stuff. Let's build an eye. Yeah, so we're surviving Minecraft. I don't want to use full speed because I'm more likely to trigger the Speed Force sentry when I use full speed. It's going to be a dirt eye. It's going to be like a brown eye. If I were to build a Green Lantern mod, so I answered this question I think a year ago or something on a stream that's since been deleted. But I think the way I would do it, I would not even come close to doing a Green Lantern, as long as my vision for how the constructs work is just create a bunch of stuff, model a bunch of constructs, and what have you. I think maybe I would allow for a modular construct thing, where I would allow for like the community to create add-ons of different constructs. So technically we would have infinite constructs that depend on player imagination, user imagination, and that would be the only instance in which I support add-ons for one of my mods or something, right? Because I don't love the, like, it's not, I don't have anything against add-ons as a concept. Obviously, I work on Alien Evo, which in itself is an add-on and has add-ons, right? But for me, it's just not how I roll, you know? So it's not how, again, it's the whole thing of I make these mods for me, so if it's not 100% my vision, it's not 100% my mod, and it's not like, it's not how I want it. I'm very neurotic about it, right? But if my vision for a mod is Green Lantern's supposed to have an infinite amount of constructs based on infinite evaluation, he says, stupid, imagination, then I would, how many dirt blocks do I need for this eye? I also need like wool. Hold on. It's gonna be like, there's gonna be white around the eye, right? So, come here. And, alright. Ah, they're there. Come here. Yeah, so if my vision for a mod is that it's going to be based on player imagination, and that's how I choose to do it, then yeah, 100%. Let's do it. And I'll make it super modular for you guys, and you can like make your own constructs and stuff. And obviously I'll have my own constructs that I feel are super cool, right? But you make your own and you decide how they work and stuff. And I think maybe at that point will be the only instance in which I actually accept mod suggestions again, because maybe there's certain types of constructs that you guys want. So I'd only take suggestions for that aspect of that Green Lantern mod. You get me? But that depends. That's if I ever tackle it. I don't know. My understanding is Green Lantern has been treated really well in the modding community recently. Like, there's a really good Palladium add-on for him out now. I think RZ reviewed it, but I didn't get a chance to watch the actual video. So, I don't know if you need necessarily a Green Lantern by Fadda, but that's probably not what I'd call it either. Anyway, if you want to make a momentum-based time travel, how would you go about it? I already have momentum-based time travel. No, not momentum-based. It's not momentum-based. It's movement-based, as long as you keep moving. Do I think I'll ever top Superman? Look, I think, and I didn't do this on purpose, but I believe that each mod has been a noticeable step up from the one before it, right? And that's because this whole modding thing for me has been very inspiration based. Like I never made Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider was the only mod I ever made. Wait, was it? No. That's not true. So I've actually never made a mod that I wasn't inspired to do. I was gonna say Ghost Rider because I was experimenting with a concept called mini mods. And essentially the idea would be that I would create mini mods for special occasions. So Ghost Rider was for Halloween, right? But then I realized completely unsustainable model, horrendously unsustainable thing to do. So I didn't do that. But it was still out of passion, right? Like I still loved making Ghost Rider. So anyway, it'd be really cool to see Batman vs Superman in my mods. I mean, you will see that definitely one day. You will see that for sure. Okay, I think we have enough to build the eye. Bit of random, but do you need a tester for my mods? I would love to be a tester if you want, of course. Well, it's like I said, there is no beta for the Superman mod for all the reasons I mentioned, so I won't be getting testers necessarily. There is a non-zero chance that certain people I know in the modding world might get early access, you know? But I doubt I'll even do that. And if it was someone, it'd probably be Blaze, you know? I think I asked him actually. Yeah, I was like, hey, if this is a thing that I do, would you want access? And he was like, oh yeah, let's do it. So if it's a thing that I decide to do. But again, I have a very specific vision for how this thing is going to show up. So for example, when I released my Speed Force tutorial, Jerome ASF released his Speed Force review same day, and that's because he asked me for early access, and I was like, sure. I had sort of a rule against early access, and then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna mend this bad boy a little, and I went to someone else who would ask me for early access. He likes to go by youtube.com/Drake Lytle. I personally just call him Drake Lytle because that's a mouthful. He wanted, I think, an early access to Ironman or something, and I didn't do that at the time. So when I did that for Jerome for Speed Force, I went back to Drake and I was like, hey, I've decided to do this thing. So if you ever want early access to anything else again, you let me know. And having changed the rule against that, I'll hook you up, you know. But whoa, awesome. Okay, that's fantastic. Let's get it. Okay, here we go. Whoa, 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 relax, relax, relax. Oh my god! Oh, that's the sentry! I'm so sorry! I'm so sorry! I need to escape it right now! I need to escape it right now! No, 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 and I'm dead. At least I still have my stuff. Entering and exiting the Speed Force isn't time travel. Oh yeah, that's right. I completely confused time travel for just entering the Speed Force. You're right. Yeah. No, I mean, I told you I had to watch my speed, and I completely forgot about that. And then, hey, speaking of the Speed Force, look, we have our cosmic treadmills right here. I've obviously lost my speed now because the whole point of an impure connection is the Speed Force gets pissed at you and it sends a sentry after you and stuff. There was no way I was winning that fight. You guys understand that, yeah? Bro, can you please do realistic capes for Batman? Yeah, I said that in the tutorial, didn't I? Like I figured it out. I hadn't figured it out until Superman, and so when I figured it out so when I did that, I was like, yeah, 100%. I'll be doing it for Batman at some point. And not that much fall damage. No, what? Of course. Here, I'll show you. This is another reason I want you guys to watch the tutorials. All right, hold on. It's a good thing I lost my speed. Give me a second. Config, trained fighting. All right, so as a person with trained fighting, all right? As a person with trained fighting, if I go here, let me go here. If I go here and I jump off here, I will get fall damage. And that's not going to change. No way I'm going to change that. You're a human person, right? But there is such a thing as parkour. So if I dive off an edge, damn it, my bad. Let me I do that again. Let's do it here. Good. If I dive off of an edge, you'll see I don't get fall damage. I don't know why I didn't trigger the thing. I think it's because I landed on a corner, so it didn't detect the block. Hold on. So I'm not just going to reduce fall damage. I think that's lazy modding, right? But what I can do is say, if you have the skill to pull off a dive on the spot, then yeah, you have less fall damage, because the idea is that you're like rolling on the way down or something. And I don't want you to be able to save yourself just by pressing a roll keybind. Also, that's how parkour did it, and I don't want to be derivative, right? I want it to be like, if you triggered the dive, know that you have a lot more forgiving fall damage. Okay, here, yeah, I'll show you again, and I'll get rid of the speedster suit, because I guess we're back to being Batman now. There we go. See, it's a lot more forgiving in terms of fall damage. Loud clicking reminds me of Technoblade's keyboard. Ah, rest his soul, rest his soul. That's an honor to both myself and my keyboard. Anyway, entering and exiting the space. Oh, yep, that's 100% correct. This is rather interesting tournament. Yep. Okay, my definitely last try. Okay, here we go. Watch one movie. It's a full story. You only need one. Second one for details. Plus, I think it's impossible to adapt some things from the second movie. Well, I make a habit of doing things people say are impossible in MCreator. And just in general, I think for some reason people thought it was impossible to like lift blocks in Minecraft, and then in my Q&A video I picked up a mountain and everyone went crazy. But that's genuine. That's not the challenge. I mean, okay, obviously it is, but that's not what I mean. The challenge to adapting something for me is more falling in love with it. So if you can get someone, if you or somebody can help me fall in love with a certain property. I remember I was supposed to be building an eye. So I'm going to build that eye right now. If they can get me to fall in love with a property, you bet I'm going to make a mod out of it. But here's the thing. You got to know your client. I'm sorry, I'm being a bit corporate about it. But you got to know your client, where it's like, you can't tell your client, hey, you're going to love this thing, but you have to put effort into it. I mean, take a look at how you guys deal with my stuff. I mean, you love my mods. At least most of you, I think, right? You love my mods, but you won't put effort into watching the tutorials unless you absolutely have to, That's just the thing. It's just how the mods work. You know what I mean? So that's how the community works, I guess. So you can't tell me you're gonna fall in love with this. Ooh, fantastic! You can't tell me you're gonna fall in love with this property and then be like, but you have to watch an entire movie for it. No, you gotta tell me something that makes me fall in love with this property. In the same way, I have to scramble to get your guys' attention in a tutorial video and like work 4 nights straight. The Batman tutorial, the 2-part Batman tutorial, the latest one, that was 4 straight nights of work. No, 3 days, 4 nights of work. So I'm like, it's something. So that's how you get me to fall in love with the thing. And I don't have the time to dedicate to like genuinely try, you know? Okay, this I'm definitely gonna, I'm gonna go. Yep, I'm gonna die. That's okay. That's okay. That happens. That happens sometimes. I want my bat suit again. Anyway, in the Superman mod, will Kryptonite... Oh, not answering any Superman questions, my friend. Never answering Superman questions. If you want any Superman questions answered, you watch the Q&A video. Don't put it in the comments because, again, I'm not answering any Superman questions. You watch the Q&A video. You watch any of the stuff that I've released since then. I've sort of made it a point to include Easter eggs for Superman in everything. Everything I've done since the announcement. Including, by the way, the intro to the stream. There's something that you guys still haven't noticed in the intro to the stream. So I'll even play it again if you want. Oh, actually, you know what? Yeah, here. I'll play it again and you see if you can spot it. 3, 2. You see what I mean? Like I don't skimp out on you guys. Like I'll make sure that if you're paying attention, you're rewarded for it. You know what I mean? Again, I won't mention anything. I won't talk about anything. I'll just throw stuff in there because I do care about how invested you guys are in this. It's just I have to do that while also protecting the process. So that's a thing. So you watch the stuff, make your own conclusions from it, make your own theories, do whatever. You know what I mean? Oh, the serpent was such great timing. Okay, the serpent was crazy, crazy, crazy timing. So that was just in create, and I was like, okay, I want a cool fly through in the Superman mod, and I want to make sure that it's like super cool um, and it's like a great ending to the stream. Because if you remember, this wasn't what my intro used to look like. My intro used to be, it didn't have the suit, it just had my old skin and stuff, and I figured I have a new skin now, and I included the suit, and I did dynamic capes and stuff, so I'll make a new end to the intro, right? So I was doing that, and then the serpent just jumped, and I was watching the replay footage, and I'm like, what? Insane, I have to include that. And initially it was in slow motion, but it took too much time. So I just did it that way. But it I agree, it turned out perfect. Yeah, paid actor. Um, it's a lot of things, Prince. I'm not gonna say it. You guys watch and see what you can come up with. Not to mention, there's an unreasonable amount of Easter eggs in Kal-El's Journey, the mini game I made on itch.io, right? So so that's the thing. It's as long as you guys pay attention, like just some of the stuff that you can translate from in Kryptonese, that's sort of like a crazy thing to mention, and it'll leave you thinking like, what the hell is this in the mod? What is he talking about? What does this mean? And then and then other times, like I know at some point in the journey you were passing by like a red sun, and other times you were passing by yellow suns, and then when in the yellow sun the Superman baby charges. And haven't you ever wondered who you are in that minigame. Like, what even are you in this minigame? Like, you know? Like, are you just a player? Are you a camera? Are you a character in the minigame? It's kind of it's interesting, right? Well, I'm not taking mod suggestions, but you know how it is. Anyway, I thought a bit before saying it here in front of everyone. Also, I don't want to use the victim card. Damn. I recently, whoa, was diagnosed with cancer. I want to be able to become a tester, not only for helping you, but I want to try the new mods. Your videos, live mods are helping me not think about this disease. You're one of my favorite YouTubers and my favorite mod creator. Thank you for your awesome mods. Fadda. Well, Chasikai 15. I am hopeful for you in your diagnosis. I genuinely hope that you beat it. I promise you that as soon as I have something workable, it'll be out to people, obviously completely for free. There will be no paid beta, none of that nonsense anymore. And you are strong. You are strong. I'm sorry. In the same way that you don't want to play the victim card. I am not too good at being put on the spot, as you can see from how great I am at the game. But I don't know, man. I'm gonna keep doing my thing because you seem to enjoy it, and you and a couple people seem to enjoy it. I'll try and make the streams more common if that's something that's been helping you out. I don't have time for videos, but I'll do more common streams if you feel that's nice. And put suggestions for what you want to see in the streams. I'll make them happen. All right. And we'll just sort of have a great time, a fun time together. I don't want you to, as long as you're watching these videos, if this is an escape for you, then as long as you're watching these videos, I don't want you to worry about a single thing. As long as you're with us here, just sort of, suggest stuff. And in terms of the streams, no mod suggestions. In terms of the streams, and enjoy, and have a great time. I believe in you, and if we can get a "you're stronger than you think" in the chat, I would like that to be spammed for Chesakai here. Chesakai, you are stronger than you know, and I wish you the absolute best, and I will keep doing these streams if that is something that you enjoy, and we'll. Life is kind of shit sometimes, and we'll get through them together. All right. Whoa! I did not know I could do that. Anyway, here we go. Is this Superman mod? Yes, this is Superman, the Silent Guardian update. I could do more Superman stuff if you guys want. YouTube members, you think that we will have exclusive videos for the Superman mod? I was thinking, I'll tell you, I was thinking I could do the same thing I do for patrons, where it's like, I do like exclusive videos and what have you. Superman Silent Guardian update. Obviously, I'm messing around. Yeah, I do the same thing with patrons. I'll post like exclusive videos and stuff. So I was thinking, like, why wouldn't I do that in like YouTube Shorts or something, but like member exclusive, or like, because usually my Patreon posts are like 10 seconds or something. You know what I mean? It's not usually like a huge thing. But I was thinking I could do that for members. The thing about membership though, I'm sort of curious. I went in my Discord and I made a whole announcement, and I was like, guys, patrons, Discord boosters, and YouTube members, I want you to tell me, what perks do you guys want? And I made a whole thread for it, and people people just didn't care. I don't know what these people are paying for. I think maybe most of them are paying because it's a charity initiative now. So that's good news. But again, I'm open. I don't have like ideas. You get what I mean? And I didn't even mean to launch the YouTube members thing. I did it. I was like, okay, I'll take this off the list. I'll make it like $1, so that I'll make it like $1 because you can't make it free, and you can't like pre-launch it where you set everything up and then you just don't launch. So let's see here. Well, what am I? Oh yeah. Uh, I don't know where my brain went. I think I have to end the stream in a little bit, but I will build the eye first. I have to end the stream because I did get a pretty important phone call, and I wanna get back to that, check on things, see how things are going. Am I doing this in creative mode? I went and collected all this material just so I can do this in creative mode. I want to build an eye. You guys ready? Anyway, yeah, I was just setting up members. I never meant to launch it, and then someone just joined, and then someone went in and started gifting people memberships. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess this is a thing now. So I have to do something with it. I can't just have people do nothing. And I made custom emojis. And if that's enough for you guys, I'm down. I'm down. Like, I'm happy as long as you're happy. But that's a messed up eye. No, it's kind of like a cartoon eye. Yeah, it's kind of like sort of like a cartoon eye. Weather clear. Anyway, yeah. No Maltruant boss fight this time, I guess. I guess you know what? I'll do that. I'll do the Maltruant fight as a speedster. I'll do that right after the eye. I just gotta build the eye, you know, because the member asked. Thank you, man. I appreciate the things you're saying. You're a nice person. I don't want to play the you know. No, I wasn't treating you as I wasn't speaking to you as a victim at all. I was speaking to you with appreciation as a you know, person to person, human being to human being. I don't want you to worry at all. You did not paint yourself as a victim whatsoever. Definitely not in my eyes. And you know, the community is better than to do that. You're yeah, as long as you're enjoying things and everything, don't worry about me getting burnt out. I'll worry about that, you know. I'll make sure I don't do that, which is why I haven't been taking mod suggestions. It's why there's no beta, stuff like that, you know, so that I personally don't burn out. But you know, just having expressed yourself, I'm glad you were able to do that, and I'm glad you're enjoying the streams. Whoa. Anyway, so yeah, oh, it's fine. It's okay. Wow, that's a brilliant. It's a great eye. It's okay. It's whatever. No, eyes are brown around, and then they're black in the middle. That's yeah. Okay, so we're good. We're still good. We got this. We're good. We're good. We're fine. What is my keyboard? I don't know. It's like a sort of a. I feel like it was super cheap, so I'm not sure. Aula. Might be secondhand. It's probably why it was cheap. I'm unsure. That's a fantastic pair of eyes. I'm gonna use that in something. Please next time play on my server. I don't have a server. I don't know where that information came from. I'm pretty sure I deleted the video that's. I'm pretty sure I deleted the video that was a server announcement back when I used to have one. But if I didn't, that's on me. I'm letting you know now I don't have a server. All right, that's a great pair of eyes. And I'll tell you what, artistically, we will leave the black. We'll leave this area empty. The cornea, we'll leave them empty because technically we're seeing through these eyes. We're seeing through these eyes. What do we think, huh? I'm an artist. I've always been an artist. How do you throw an arrow with the Speed Force? You just right click. You'll be fine. I said all this stuff in the. Whoa. What's that sound? All right, let's do the Maltruant fight. Having built a pair of eyes now, right? Super artistic eyes that you can actually see through. I'll do the Maltruant fight. Let's do it now. As a speedster. Batman config. Here we go. Trained fighting. Speed Force config. By the way, you guys, I think you have to have already gotten Speed Force. I'm not sure if you can enable it by cheating. I'm unsure, but you let me know. Here we go. Do I watch Death Battle? Yes, I do. I mean, I used to. I would love to watch it again. No, I did. I watched the thing between Superboy Prime and who else? And Sentry. Superboy Prime and Sentry. I thought that was fun. That was such a blast from the past. It's been literal years. It's probably been like a decade since I watched Death Battle last. Probably like 2015, 2016. Nice. Anyway. All right, let's do this. We'll do this one last time, and then I have to dip. I did promise we'd do this, didn't I? Maltruant's Energy Core. Is that how we summon him? Right click to inject it into the Omnitrix, unlocking Clockwork. Oh, that's fun. Exo Skull spawning. Did you ever watch Sam Fisher versus Solid Snake? I have no idea who these people are. I'm sorry. If everyone watch Simon the Digger versus Kyle Rayner. I feel like Kyle Rayner is Green Lantern. You know, I feel like I've seen that one before. Was it animated? Like pixel art animated? I may have seen that one, but I'm not sure. I don't remember how it ended for sure. Ship spawn egg. I'm missing. Okay, I'm not sure. Maltruant. Okay. How do I help me out here, you guys? What? It's C. What up, C? How we doing? How you been? I knew I should. I watched Blaze's video on how to do this, and I completely forgot. Let's see. There we go. Maltruant Part 1. Unless this is just a part of him. Yep, no, that's my bad. My bad. I should have known. It was just a part of him. I thought it was like a phase of the boss fight. Okay, alright. Summon Deus. Summon Maltruant. Brilliant. Fantastic. That's so cool. I love that little portal thing. I love that little portal. Alright, here we go. Wait, relax. Does it only target Omnitrix users? Whoa, okay. Targets all entities, apparently. I love the visuals. Whoa! Oh! Okay. Whoa, relax. He's speed blitzes too? Okay. First of all, Can we get a hell yeah for the health bar? Who worked on this? Was it Beans? Is anybody in my community familiar with Palladium? Like the Palladium community? What? Oh my. Okay, hold on. Relax. This is insanely loud. Excuse me for a second. No, stupid. Here we go. This is crazy loud. What's happening? Oh, I'm stuck? Here we go. Yo, Fadda. No. Can't vibrate with slowness. I can't vibrate with slowness. That's one of the beautiful things about Speed Force, again, is that I made it super modular. The same way you can build a cosmic treadmill with Create, because of the way the Speed Force run works. It depends on, if you have slowness, you can't even vibrate. You can't do a lot of things. You can't phase. You can't do a lot. So, haha, yo, Fadda. So basically, when you do that, it makes it so that a lot of mobs from other mods can. Did I kill him? Whoops. Oh no, I didn't. Yes, I did. Huh? Oh, pain. Where you at? How is this going? How is this working? Ouch, pain. Yo, Fadda. Okay, here we go. There you are. Haha. Why is it tagged? There we go. Where's it? Okay, I mean, I have the Time Beast here, but I don't have ow, pain. I don't have Maltruant himself. Where'd it go? I want to get another one. I'll get another one, see what happens. Not sure if this is a fair fight, LMAO. Trust me to rewatch it, because you're definitely going to like some things. I'll see. See about that. Whoa. It's not a fair fight for who? I feel like it's not a fair fight for me. I could try a Batman fight though against Maltruant. I mean, Batman did go head to head with Darkseid, dodges Omega Beam, stuff like that. We could do that. Let's do that. Let's Maltruant. I think people wanted to pit him against Speedster because, you know, flash time. Whoa, okay, alright, okay, this is not a fair fight for me, for sure. Because what the hell do you mean? He's not even going down. Oh, okay, interesting. Oh, whoops. Your father, your father, your father, your father. Haha, your father, your father. I wonder what that sound is. I know that, I assume that sound is supposed to indicate when you can hit him or something. Ooh, interesting. Oh, I was not meant to. What is it? Is that like a throw? That's so intriguing how they did that. Or is that like a, I'm being rewinded in time? Is that why it's in a circular motion? I really need to rewatch that Blaze video. I think I had it on in the background while I was working. Whoa. 3, 2. Haha, your fada. Alright. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's so cool. That's like that one Alien Force episode of the Time Beast. That's so cool. I'm surprised that that Time Beast didn't return in the Maltruant arc in Omniverse. Granted, I haven't seen it, but it's cool. I feel like it would have been a cool addition. That's so nice that he summons bosses. It's like how Ra's al Ghul in my mod will summon his assassins when you're fighting him. Whoa, stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Anyway, how do I get clips of streams? I have no idea. I have no. Ah, I can't vibrate with slowness. Ah. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Your father. Anyway, I feel like even with the Omnitrix, this would be really, really hard to beat, just because he doesn't take a lot of damage. I feel like I'm doing good though. I mean, look, he's almost halfway down. Yeah, look, I'm doing pretty well. If I was a negative speedster, that would be something. Oh, why? Oh, that was on me. That was on me. Too slow to channel the Speed Force. That's so funny. I have no idea how you get clips to streams. These days I've been having problems with the Cyclone ability in every version of Speed Force. That's probably an understanding thing, or like a tutorial issue more than it is a mod issue. So the way it works is you hold the vibrate key and you spam the increase speed key. That's how it works, right? And the idea is if you're on the ground, it'll do it in whatever direction you're pointing, right? And if you're in the air, it'll increase your velocity. It'll push you, basically. Exactly how it would work in real life. So do it a little less just to slow down your fall. Do it a little more to go up. If you already have upward velocity, it's obviously much easier, so jump before you do it. If you're in flash time, it's going to be much easier for you to do it. Look how high I'm going. It's going to be much easier for you to do it because obviously in flash time you're technically moving faster, even though things are slower. You get how it is. So that's basically the rundown on the Cyclone ability. And obviously you can't do it if you're too cold or you have slowness. Fadda. Woblian. Okay, I don't want to hear anything about how my speedsters are overpowered anymore. I don't want to hear anything. That was an insta kill. Nothing. On that note, we're ending the stream. We're ending the stream. There's your boss fight. I hope you enjoyed. Activate my speed and heal a little bit. God almighty, that was crazy business. Anyway, I'm glad you guys enjoyed. Let's let's do the Batman outro thing. I need to have an outro. I have an intro. I should have an outro. Thank you guys. Have a great time. Batman outro. Here we go. Batman. Batman, Batman, Batman. Batman. Okay, have fun. Wait. I forgot how to end it. Ah, there it is. Haha.